And we are back. We are back here. Hope you enjoyed that break. Hope you enjoyed that lovely brutal OST as we have returned with our second round of the tournament of the KSL. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have the red Zerga player representing Dragon Kai Z Game. Oh, god damn it. My apologies. We have a red Zerg player currently teamless. I'm so used to saying it. It's even a part of his name. Currently teamless. It is Dark. I'll fix it. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have our American Protoss player playing from the land of the Americas, not from Korea. Let's go. Representing Maturino Esports, it is Astrea. Playing from America, papi, America. Great to see him here competing tonight. Yeah, playing on high ping as well. Oh my god. Brave. Bold. Beautiful. We are settling on in. Oh no. Papi. Is there Astrea? As we are settling into our game, it's going to be a gate expand setup here by Astrea. Going to be a gate expand into, I imagine, a Stargate opener. But I said I imagine because Astrea can be crazy. He can be wild. He can have a unique outlook on a lot of these matchups and can be very creative. Can be very creative with his playstyle. I know that he was joking a little bit in the chat as to like what he should do and what kind of build he should play. And he has a lot available. He has a lot available to him. I was joking earlier about a Robo opener, kind of a double Robo quadruple disruptor play that we have seen Astrea whip out in the past. But it can be quite difficult to actually make that work against a player of the caliber of Dark because Dark is so willing to punish you and so willing to take advantage of you as well. So I'm curious. I am curious here to see what Astrea brings to the table. And likewise, how Dark handles it. We're going to be loading into Oceanborn with a shorter rush distance by ground. We have seen at times Dark struggle with something like a Stargate opener into Glaive Adepts. Something more aggressive that is hidden, I should emphasize. We'll see. We shall see. This probe going to be dipping into the natural, just trying to get some scout information. There it is. There. Oh. Is he doing it? I was joking. I was half joking about the double Robo play. Are we going for a Robo opener? Looking like a disruptor drop. Not gonna lie. He's doing it. Probe is gonna be pulling back. Overlord is gonna be forced back as well. And there is a build. There is a build that Astrea is known for. Other players have been doing it as well recently. I want to say some of the Europeans have caught on, and we were able to cover it not too long ago. But specifically, like this, with a Robo opener like this should be a disruptor drop, but I believe Astrea has a specific build where he goes for a second Robo. And there it is. The Bay is on the way. We have a disruptor drop coming out. Let's go. Astrea, he was listening earlier, Pop. He was listening. Let's go. Meanwhile, ooh, we are going all in. This is dangerous. This is very dangerous. As Dark, he's not going to take it lying down. He is going for a very early Roach Horn. This was what, like a 3-minute 20 Roach Horn timing. Dark is going to be going all in. And Dark doesn't really know what's going on, but neither does Astrea. Astrea going to be moving out with that Observer. There's a second Robo! He's doing it. So if you were here in the chat earlier, I was joking about the double Robo into quadruple disruptor drop. I think this just dies. I'll be honest. We have very little to defend. Very little here to defend. Disruptor is going to be crucial here in the defense as well. Speaking of, Disruptor is on the way. But Dark, he's cutting workers at 40, and he is amassing Lings and Roaches already. We're in a bit of danger here. This is we're in a bit of trouble. I'd have to say, do end up threatening that mineral line. Observer gets away. Looking at the vision, we are seeing saturation. We do confirm the lack of saturation here at the third base. That is the tell. Yeah, Dark, he's going to be going for a massive counterattack. Ravagers are on the way. And even if Astrea gets some damage done, there it is. Second War Prism. Let's go. Oh, God. Okay, so technically we can defend. If we can connect with our Novas, if we can get some beautiful connections then we can pull this off. Drones are going down. But again, Dark is going all in. Like, he's sending everything across the map. His goal here is to break into the natural. Meanwhile, we are massing disruptors. If we can land a good purification over, then maybe. As Astrea moves up, and he does come across these Ravagers. He's aware. He sees. He sees, Papi. Can we deal with it? Up. Never goes up. Oh, we get one Ravager. We're going to get a second Ravager as well. Decent connections, but there's a massive amount of links. We're buzzing through into the natural base. Overcharge is popped. And the wall is being broken. Clutch wall there by Astrea. Back. Able to wall off. Once again, the bars. No, they bring down the prism. The prism does fall. We got one more. We get one more Ravager. Boys are being pulled as well. I mean, the Ravagers are going down. We're kind of defending. Kind of. A little bit. As the Lings have arrived, and ooh, much micro there, able to save that disruptor, pulling back. But the Lings, they flood in. The Lings, they do flood in, and there's just too much DPS here. Too much Zerg. We're running out of Ravagers, but they've done their job. They've broken the wall. They've broken into the natural. So far, minimizing our losses. Never goes up. Doesn't quite connect. We have Colossi. We have Colossi on the way. If only we had them a little bit sooner here. Maybe we could have defended. As GG does get called, and Dark will be taking game number 1. GG. GG. Well played. But a big shout out to Astrea though. Big shout out to Astrea. Did put on a show there, and I mean that build from Astrea again has potential. To kind of reiterate, like I know it looked like a little bit memey, it looked like a little bit crazy, but we have seen a player like Astrea come in and pull his opponent apart with the micro, with the control that it takes to actually control 2 disruptors with 2 Warp Prisms, 4 disruptors at a time, and just pull apart his opponent and get into the mineral line and just pick away at the army. It can be chaotic, it can be wild, it can be crazy. Unfortunately, here in this game, it's Dark that we're talking about. And Dark, he is so willing to be the aggressor, be assertive, and be in your face with the all-in. And as a result, that's where something like even a regular Warp Prism opener, even a regular just single Robo opener, can struggle as well, just with the sheer amount of Ravagers and Lings that are available. Can be difficult to keep up with. Here we go. Spawning in the top right-hand corner of Alkione, we have our South Korean Zerg player. Oh my god! Going for a 12 pull. Our South Korean Zerg player, representing himself, he is currently teamless, so he is Dark. There is that 12 pull, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the American Protoss player representing Maturino Esports. It is Astrea. Now, this is a bold move. This is a bold move out of Dark, going for a 12 pull, especially because the rush distance by ground is long. It's a long rush distance by ground here, specifically on this map, on Alkione, because this is a much more macro-oriented map, so this is pretty crazy. This is... oh my... Nexus first? Happy. Oh my god. I am a little bit concerned now. So Astrea is going for a Nexus first. This is not really... I mean, I said it's not a thing. It's a very greedy thing to do, as I just mentioned. So it all comes down to the map. Remember, because of the map, it makes sense to be greedy like this. This is the map where a Terran player goes CC first, where a Protoss player could try to go Nexus first like this, or even a 15-15 from the side of Zerg. This is where you can be greedy. We're going for a gate into Forge. We spoke about it. Astrea, he's checking the goal base to see if there is going to be a hatchery. There is not, though. We do pull back. Lings are on the way. It was a 12 pull. I'm a little bit concerned, though, because here we go. Lings are moving out across the map already. Nothing is prepared. No, it's... oh, I feel so bad. The game ends. The game is over. 12 pull, Papi. It's a 12 pool. GG gets called, and Dark will take the series 2-0. GG. Oh my god, that is so unlucky. That was so unfortunate. GG, well played. I feel so bad. Dark will take the series 2-0. GG. The Mayan Games, Papi, the Mayan Games. Big shout out to Astrea, by the way. Big shout out to Astrea for dropping by, for taking our build suggestions as well. And didn't quite work out here, but much love nonetheless. Feels bad, man. As we're going to be getting into game number 2, of course. Sorry, as we're going to be getting into our next matchup, and we're going to be following Dark into the next round, where he already has an opponent ready and waiting. But yeah, my condolences to Astrea, and again, a big shout out as well. I appreciate the builds, but Dark was hyper aggressive this series. Like for game 1 to go for a Roach all-in, here in game 2 to go for a 12 pool as well, just blindly. Yeah, really really good stuff, really aggressive stuff out of Dark, and able to be in the driver's seat for this series. Able to be in the driver's seat here as we are getting ready for our next series, making sure we don't get left behind. Here we go. I haven't played SC2 in years, but still love watching it and like supporting the community. Oh, thank you. Do appreciate it. I feel like a lot of people are like that, to be honest. Like, it is not uncommon to hear that there are a lot of people that watch StarCraft that maybe used to play back in like Wings of Liberty or Heart of the Swarm or like early Legacy of the Void. But it like StarCraft is a really hard game to actually commit to, like to constantly like retain your skill and maintain your skill and improve. And there's a lot of people out there that just watch. They don't play, or they used to play back in the day. That don't have the time for it, but still enjoy StarCraft. So, good to hear. Good to hear. And thank you for the support.